right, guys, let me show you how I package my cupcake toppers. So first we're going to start with our supplies. We have our glossy cardstock from Pretty Party and Crafty. This is the 11 by 17 that I'm going to use on the Venture, and this is the 8.5 by 11 that I'm going to use on the Maker 3, and I'll link them for you. You're going to need your cello bags. These are 5 by 7 inches. Then your 65-pound cardstock, any color that you choose. I just chose a random color. A stapler. This is a little small one I got from Michael's. And your mats, 12 by 12 for the Maker 3, 24 by 28 for the Venture. You're also going to need some cupcake toppers, obviously, because that's what we're packaging. And last but not least, have your logo waiting for us to upload, okay? And now we're going to head over into Design Space. We're going to start in Design Space. We have our blank sheet. You're going to go over to Images on the left side of your screen right here. You're going to click on it. And then we're going to search up the image that we have. So I have the specific ID number to get the card that I use. But I just want to show you when you type in card, you're going to get a bunch of different shapes and sizes. So look at this with the scallop edges. If you want to use that, you could just delete the envelope. Another one with scallop edges, that's a round one. So if you want to go in here and kind of search a specific one you want, so that, you know, if you're the type that don't want something that's plain, look at this one. Little design on the edge. But basically you're making it as bag toppers. So now I'm going to punch in the ID number for the card that I use, which is hashtag. We're going to do a capital M 413 capital D 5. Now this is the specific card that I use. So you're going to select it. It shows up at the bottom here. So if you select more than one item, it's going to line up here. And I'm going to hit card just so I can show you. I'll go back, not hashtag. Just so I can show you what it looks like to select more than one thing. You see at the bottom how it's piling up now? And you can add all of these to your canvas. If you change your mind, just hover over it right here, press X, and take them out. And whatever you want to put on your board or your canvas, it'll be all piled up here. Then you're going to click on Add to Canvas at the bottom right here. And that brings it on to your canvas. Now this is a little sideways. I like to turn it in the direction I would see it when I use it. So if you hover over your project, you see the arrow, go toward the end, it turns into a line. That's for you to move it around. But if you go outside of your image, you're going to see that curved shape. That's for you to turn it. So you're going to select, hold, and turn your item. Did I hit 90? There we go, 90 degrees right there. Now, it all depends on your cello bag. So the bag I have, the width is 5 inches. I'm going to unlock the sizing, which up here at the top, you see it says size. When it's locked, that means once you move it, the size is going to automatically move. When you unlock it, so you select the little lock, that's unlock. When you drag down, it'll only move one way, see? Right? So we're going to keep it unlocked for now. You're going to change your width to 5 inches. And then your child, y'all ain't tell me I was hitting the height. I was on the H. The width is right here, the W. Change that to 5 inches. But why is it moving the height? Y'all, I know I'm not seeing this. Maybe because I turned it. But you know what? Cricut do be having a lot of damn changes in here, and I don't be paying attention. Okay, so because I turned it, it is using, hold on, the original way that it entered as the width. Y'all see that? Okay. Excuse me. I still like to look at it how I need to see it, right? So we're gonna go back and do that. I'll make sure I turn it at 90 degrees. All right, so I guess the way that it came in is the height and the width that it's reading. So we're gonna change height to 5 inches because it's actually the width. And then width to 4 inches. Now you see how it made that? Now this dotted line here If you go over to the layers panel on the right side, it's green and this have this a little, I'm getting tongue tied. I don't know what's happening, but it has this little arrow. Click that arrow and all of the features for this drops down. So when you click here, you see it says score. If you go to operation, if you wanted to change it to anything else, which we don't need, but I'm just showing you that that option is there, you do that there. Then you can click on the card and right here by operation, click on the color and change it to the color. Now, this color doesn't matter because it's going to go to your machine and cut, and whatever color cardstock you use is what you're actually going to have. So that doesn't really matter. Now, you're going to click on shapes over here on the left side, and we're going to grab a square. There we go. You're going to unlock it. The width is going to be 5 inches. The height is already at 2. You keep it at 2 inches. Then you're going to lock it back. And when you lay it on top of here, you see it sits flat right on top of here. Now this is going to be print and cut. So the color of this does matter. I have it as a white background. And then I'm just going to lay my logo right on top of it and flatten it so it can do a print and cut. Now, if you have your logo with a clear background, no black background, you're going to hit upload. And somewhere here, you should have it uploaded, right? I have a whole bunch of stuff. I can't even remember the last time I uploaded my logo. And I don't even know if I changed the name for it. Yeah. There we go, my old logo. All right, let's try this. If not, I'm just going to use anything. Yeah. Because I don't know what's going on with this stuff here. This is my old logo. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that. Anyway, let's just grab anything. Here we look. Why y'all ain't tell me? Y'all got me going crazy. It's right here. So you're going to click on add. I'm in New York City. It's noisy. We're going to click on add to canvas here. Now, you see this will pop up because it added to canvas. You could just click on view, or you can go at the top here and just go back to canvas and cancel. Either way, it's just fine. So I added 2, child. Ooh. No, there we go. All right, so there was a little glitch when it came in. You'll see that sometimes. Don't even worry about it. You're going to just make this, or your logo, whatever your logo looks like, the size where it fits into your rectangle. See that? I'm going to hit right here. That's a duplicate to make another one because I want to show you. If you don't have a logo, just text and just put in the name of your business for now until you get one. Right? We're going to lay this here. Then up top here, you see fonts. Hit the drop down. Choose a font. Something a little cute. Look at this one. There we go. There we go. How cute is that? Then, now that you're here, go up to the color. Choose your color. And then you're going to highlight the square and whatever you put. And down at the bottom, right here where it says flatten, you hit that. And this will send it to print and cut. So I'm going to highlight these two and then flatten and get rid of that. So you're going to choose your machine. If it's on the maker, I'm going to hit make. I don't want to save this because I already have it saved. Also, I'm going to create a blank one with just the white rectangle and the folded square. So if you don't feel like going through all of that, I'll have the link. Just go straight to that template. Just upload your logo and do it yourself. Now, I'm going to change the amount to 4 of them. And this is how they fit 4 on a sheet. Hold on, what is this? Oh, guys, hold on. Cancel. Oop, I almost forgot something. Sorry. Highlight this. And down at the bottom, you hit attach. When you do not do the attach feature, You see how it sent the score lines on one mat and then the page on the other mat? Now, when you attach it, you're telling the Cricut to put these on the same mat and put the score lines on the paper. I'm actually happy that happened so I can explain the difference of when you do and you don't do it. Now we're going to go to 4, apply, and there you have it. Now you press continue. Right here, it's send to print. You're going to, you see this use system dialog box? You're going to open that and hit print. And you guys will see the system dialog box pop up. That's this. So this is where you find your options for your printer. I'm going to print on my Epson 16600. Change the size of the paper as the letter size paper, which is the 8.5 by 11. I choose the rear tray, photo high glossy paper, and keep it on the best, and then I print. Now, I want to go back for anyone using the Venture. So we're going to cancel that out. Cancel. I'm going to go back up here and choose the Venture. Then I'm going to hit make it. Now I'm going to change it to 7. So 7 fit on this page. Now going across, it can't fit, but I'll show you a way to fit a few more. So let's change it to 9. So the 7 is on the first page, and if you click on the second page, there's 2 here. You're going to select one, hold shift, select the other one, click these 3 buttons right here, and select move object. It's going to ask you where you want to move it. We want to put it on this sheet right here. Press confirm. Now you can, it doesn't even, because they're white, we can't see where it went. So I'm just going to move, there we go. See, it landed like on top of each other, but I don't know where the other one is. Ugh. This is the problem with white. So you see when you move it over, you could see. I gotta find the other one before we go forward. Child, where did it go? Let me make sure I moved both. I did. Okay. It's right here. All right. So because next to each other is too much, just turn it. This one too. Flip it like this. Move it down a little bit. But you can move it and you'll see where it's covering, right? And that way now 9 of them fit on this page. But for today, we're just doing 7 to show you one paper. Now, the next step is the same thing with the maker. You're going to hit continue. You're going to send to print. You're going to, hold on, open that system dialog box, print. And then you're going to change your settings now because this is the larger paper, which I have here. I actually saved it, 11 by 7. Oh shoot, I'm on the wrong printer. First, choose your printer, 16 by 600. 11 by 17, I'm sending to the rear because that's where you put the thicker paper, the photo high gloss sheets, and then best, and you click print, which I'm not doing because I already printed it and it's waiting for me, right? And then that's it, and we're ready to go. So I actually don't even have the poor Venture plugged in, y'all. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go back. Don't get confused. Just remember, we already went through all the steps. That is it. I just want to show you how to select your pages, right? So I'm going to switch back to the Maker 3. We're going to go to Make. We're going to turn it on so it could actually send to the machine. Now we did 4, right? Once you click Continue, it's going to find it. All of my machines are linked via Bluetooth. Now, if you printed already, over here on the right side here, it says I've already printed. And then this comes up for you to choose your material. When I'm cutting on the glossy cardstock, I always choose poster board. It's just a thicker option, and that's what I like to use, right? Now, here, I just want to see something. Ooh, child, I don't know what's happening. It's been a while since I did a video. That's probably what it is. I'm a little rusty. But anyway, so you're going to feed it in. I'll show you right after this. You feed it in. But now when we're cutting on this page, when we're ready for our paper page, right? We're going to choose our cardstock. I'm doing a pretty light cardstock, but I always go a little above. So I choose the 100-pound cardstock, but I'm really using 65 pounds, right? Now, here is the tools. Only on the makers do you have the option to use a scoring wheel. Today, we're not using that. So you're going to click on Edit Tools and select the scoring stylus. I'll create a video showing you the differences with all these scoring, I was going to say machines, with all these scoring tools. So once you select the scoring stylus, you're going to click Apply, and then we're ready to go. So let's get these printed, let's get them cut, and then we're going to assemble. Space. Okay, so now that we're finished designing and we have our prints, you're going to grab your mat. We're going to start off with the Maker 3. Now, with the Maker and the ear, you're lining up your paper at the top left. Do you see how I'm placing it down? Top left, and line it up with the line, the white edge. You see that? That's how you line it up. And it's different with the Venture, so that's why I'm explaining that to you guys. So you're going to put it into your machine. Just slide it in there. Then you're going to press that blinking arrow. What's going to happen is the machine takes the mat and it basically measures to make sure you have the correct mat in there. So once it does that, the arrow is going to start blinking. You're going to press the arrow, and then once you press the arrow, your machine is going to scan your registration lines. Those are those black lines you see in the corner, the four corners of your image. It scans that, and that's going to tell the machine where to cut. So I sped it up for you guys so you don't have to sit through all that nonsense. And it cut out our pieces. You're just going to peel them off of the mat just like that. 1, 2, 3. Look at me. Anywho, so the paper stuck on there, so I had to clean it up just a little bit. Now we're going to get our 8.5 by 11 65-pound cardstock. Again, you're lining up at the top left of the mat. If your mat is not that sticky, that's a brayer that I'm using to just press it down on the mat. We're going to do the same process, but instead you see the scoring stylus there. It's in slot A. See, it's pointing to A, so you know what I'm talking about. So that's going to create the line, and that line, that scoring line, tells us where to fold our paper. So again, you press the blinking lights when it tells you what to do. It scans the mat, then it's going to score first, then cut the cardstock, and we're ready to go. Now I'm going to show you how to do it for the Venture. Now the Venture mat is huge. It's 24 by 28 inches. And y'all don't go laughing at my mat, all right? I've been working and it's a little dirty. So I'm just going to wipe it out real quickly just to show y'all. Now with the Venture mat, you're lining it up at the bottom left, not the top left, okay? The bottom left is where you line up your print sheet. Again, I needed the brayer because this mat is not that sticky. Now let's go. That handle, you raise that up first, press the button, and you see those little kickstands that come out. So now we're going to create the support for the mat. That piece slides on the back and slides in just like that. It literally clicks in. Then you have the two long pieces. You just snap them in place. And what this is just the support you're creating for your big mat, because if you load that mat in there alone without that support piece in there, it's just going to be floppy. Now that little thing that you see me pull it up on both sides. It needs to be up and open just so it holds the mat in place. Slide the mat in, put the handle down, click the blinking arrow lights. Now, just like all the other machines, your machine is scanning your mat to make sure that the mat is the right size. Again, I just need to remind you, do not laugh at my mat. It's dirty. It's okay. That's a crafting mat. It's been working. Press the button and get the cutting. Now, while it's scanning, I just want to remind you that you can get your glitter cardstock and your metallic cardstock from the craftprintshop.com. And I'm going to let y'all hear and see the machine cut. Now, wasn't that fast? Now you're going to get the handle and pull it up fair warning, once you pull that handle up, it slides right out. So it'll drop to the floor. Now, my mat wasn't sticky, so some of my cuts just fell right off when I took it off. But anywho, now you're going to line up your 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Now I'm lining up to the bottom left. And then the second one, I'm lining up at the 12-inch mark because I forgot to show you guys that that's how I set it up on the screen on the mat for it to cut. So now I'm going to press it down with the brayer. Again, with the Venture, it cannot accommodate the wheel, but it can accommodate the scoring stylus. And that's what it's going to score with. So we do the same thing. You hit the arrow, it scans the mat. Then you're going to hit the blinking, play button. And then it's going to score first and cut. So I'm just removing them off. And let's just get to work. Grab your bag, your cello bags. I get these from Uline, Uline, Uline.com. I don't know what I was spelling just now, but anywho, I usually have a dozen I fit in here. So I'll put 6 upside down and then 6 right on top, right side up. Peel it off, seal it, and then we're going to grab our card. You see that score line there? That's where you're going to fold it. You could just use your hand to like smooth it out. I usually use my hand, or you could use like a scoring bone and fold it to give it a sharp edge. And then you just staple them. And at that moment, I actually realized my stapler was jammed by my son, Tyler. So I had to get that out and staple it again. Now, I don't like seeing the staples, so that's what made me do the top page that I just glue on top so you don't see those staples. So get your glue gun or any adhesive that you'd like to use. Y'all know I love my glue gun. Then glue that right on top, and it looks clean and professional. And that's how I do it. I had to add a little applause for myself, all right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and it was helpful to you. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not. And don't forget to head over to thecraftprintshop.com to shop your craft supplies. We'll have some new things coming soon.